Hello friends, it's your boy JMac and Keith Webb.
I'm the Web Star.
Coming at you with another video. A video about a game that is very important to us both.
Very close to our heart.
A game that we worked on 20 years ago. A game that didn't quite sell as many copies as we'd hoped.
But a game that we can't stop thinking about.
That game is Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure. No, that game is Crash Twinsanity. How did you guess?
Wow.
Today I thought we'd talk about a level I worked on called Ice Climb and a cutscene that was foisted upon me during the development of said level. So let's start. We're using a walkthrough by Pro Gaming, so thank you very much. We can't actually play the game at the moment. We don't have a PS2, so we're having to rely on other people. So you may not know this, but Ice Climb is the oldest level in the game. This section we're looking at here goes back as far as Crash Evolution, when the game was known as Crash Evolution, before we deleted it and started again. So this section here was originally built by another designer who we've decided we won't mention her name because we don't know if she wants to be associated with it or not. But you know who you are, and if you hit us up down in the comments, we'll put your name in the description and put a link to your bespoke jewellery business as well. So we'll wait and see if that happens. But let's get back to it. Yeah, so this was the oldest thing in the game, is this level.
So John, do you remember where this would have been in Evolution?
I don't. I think that's more your expertise, isn't it?
Yeah, so maybe I'll have a think, see if I can work it out. Yeah, because there's no ice related thing, but in terms of
I honestly, I can't, it's so long ago, I can't remember where a lot of these levels came from, who had the original ideas.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd show you this bit of the level because something very unusual happened while we were working on it. You may not know this, but when you're working on a game, you tend to get your publisher doing testing. They usually have in-house testing teams, and they'll create bugs, send it back to the development team. So usually you get a constant stream of bugs coming back for you to fix. The one time this ever happened to me in my entire 15 years of working in video games, I got a bug report from a tester in America who just wanted to say how much he was enjoying the level. I think he said something along the lines of, this is the best vertical gameplay he'd ever played in a platform game.
Right.
So
Was
I'm
his
not
name John McKay?
It wasn't me sending a message for myself. To be honest, I don't agree with him. I don't think this is the best vertical platform level in history, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it touched me. So if that was you, that tester, just know that you touched 24-year-old JMac and made his day a little bit better. So anyway, the real reason I thought we'd speak about this level is the I want to say famous, or should I say infamous, fish cutscene.
Right.
Now, it's an interesting story because, let me just pause here. Back in the day, I was working my arse off, trying to get this level finished. I think what happened was, Friday evening, Paul came up to me and said, JMac, can you check in the level over the weekend because I want to work on something? So I was like, fine, checked it in. Came back on Monday. The part of the level that I had got to, which was this part here, suddenly had these penguins in it. And I was like, what's going on here? So I played it, and a cutscene had suddenly appeared that I knew nothing about. I didn't know it was coming in. So let me play it for you if you haven't seen it, and I will stop it and explain why I'm stopping it.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Alright, I paused it there because the original version of this cutscene just ended at this point and dumped you back in the game. And there were no penguins anywhere to be seen. So I was thinking, that's a bit odd. Like, you know, we want to know where the penguins have gone, don't we?
Right.
So
Okay.
So yeah, well actually, while we're here, we've dug out the old storyboards of this.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if anyone's seen these
Right,
before.
I think they're on the unlockables. Yeah, so because with some of the storyboards, and I don't know if it was the case with these ones, but some of them, when we came to do the unlockables, some people would have created the cutscenes, and then I would have done the storyboards afterwards to fill in the blanks. And I can't remember how this. I probably would have done these based on if you laid out this cutscene.
I don't think we laid it out. I think Paul made it.
Right, Paul made it. Yes, I would have done the storyboards because they only go up to the point with the fish, don't they?
Yeah. So what was happening is you suddenly get dumped back in the game. No penguins to be found. I was like, this doesn't really make sense. There's penguins, and then there's no penguins. So I thought I'd be cheeky, and I took control of the cutscene myself. And I thought I'm going to try and come up with a way to explain why these penguins aren't here anymore.
Right.
And I had access to the scripting system, so I could script things, put characters in, make them animate and stuff like that. But I've got no animation skill whatsoever. So I thought, how can I make this cutscene make sense without any animation whatsoever? So my solution was to just cut together lots of camera scenes to try and explain what's going on, and then have Cortex suddenly decide to shoot a penguin with his gun, which is something we did have in the game. And if I can just pause it here, I went to speak to Nikki, our star animator, and I said, Nikki, can you just do me one frame of animation of Cortex looking as demented as you possibly can? So she gave me that, and I put it in the cutscene, and there we have it. So he shot one of the penguins, the rest of them fly off, and now when we go back to the game, it makes sense why there's no penguins there. Wow. And at the time, I thought this was going to be really unpopular. I thought Paul was going to say, no, we can't have that, it's rubbish, just put it back how it was. But I think our American producer absolutely loved it, and at that point it was like the cutscene's going to be in the game, and that's how it ended up. So that's how I enacted a little bit of petty revenge on someone who put a cutscene right in the middle of my level without telling me.
Something that John's known for, isn't it?
Pettiness, pettiness, pedantry. I'm known for that. But I thought that was some fun stories about this level, and there we go.
Cool.
Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to find out more interesting tidbits like this, we want you to crash that like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe like what you're supposed to do on YouTube.
It's there somewhere.
And we'll
I don't know where it is.
And we'll probably have some more content for you
coming up
in a week or two.
Cool. Right.